I am in utter shock at how horrible this movie actually is. Midway comes to us from Roland Emmerich, still trying to prove that he can still make movies after Independence Day Resurgence failed at the box office. Even though I do like that movie, I can see why that movie underperformed. This movie is a complete insult to the events of the Pearl Harbor events and the Battle of Midway. Just end the time. The plot of Midway, as if anybody cares, is that we follow the story of U.S. Navy sailors and aviators who preserved through the tragedy of Pearl Harbor, the elation and daring of Doolittle's raid, and the Battle of Midway itself, at a turning point at the Pacific theater of World War II back in 1940s. I'll be honest, I am a fan of war films. I like movies about the war. War movies are fun. I really like them. I love Saving Private Ryan. I love Flags of Our Fathers. There's a lot of great war movies made. And there's been some very crappy war movies. And Roland Emmerich, I don't mind him as a director. But Roland Emmerich, when you give him Independence Day, Godzilla 1998, I didn't hate. I don't hate now. Independence Day Resurgence was okay, but his worst movie is 10,000 BC. He's made a lot of disaster-related films. This is complete and utter bad. I'm not exaggerating when I say this. This makes Pearl Harbor look like Nightmare on Elm Street 5 mixed with Charlie's Angels 2019 mixed with Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones. If that's even possible. Because this movie is so freaking terrible. I cannot believe that of all movie companies, Summit or Lionsgate, they will greenlight this. They will actually put up the money, $59.5 million for this. I cannot believe that they actually give them the money to do this. It even makes me feel bad because this is for ranting on Pearl Harbor. If that's even a thing. This is a complete disgrace to the Pearl Harbor events. Nothing is accurate to it except for the Battle of Midway, which is actually shot pretty well. That's one thing I will give this movie, is the battle sequence was shot pretty well. And the movie just completely takes all of this history we all know in high school or in college about the Battle of Midway and just completely throws it out the window in favor for dumb, stupid World War cliche after cliche after cliche after cliche after cliche. The writing and the dialogue is so atrocious that you could easily just plug in your headphones and just watch something else. And it doesn't help that this movie is 2 hours and 20 minutes long. And I felt the 2 hours and 2 minutes here. I felt the 2 hours and 2 minutes here. And I had to check my phone, the time on my phone, more than once while watching this. Because every single time, every time something happened, I was just sitting there bored. I didn't care about anything that was going on. The only things I like is the movie is shot well, the music, and the acting. The acting is good from everybody. You have all these great actors in here, but the problem is they're all wasted and they all have no character and nothing to do. Our main character is even unlikable. The great actors, you got Patrick Wilson, Luke Evans, Aaron Eckhart, Nick Jonas, Mandy Moore, Tadanobu Asano, Etsushi Toyokawa, Kunimura, Darren Criss, Woody Harrelson, Dennis Quaid, Keean Johnson from Alita Battle Angel. You even got Mandy Moore in here and she doesn't do nothing. All this great talent and is wasted on a lazy script. I'm not bull crapping you. And you try to make it to where in the Battle of Midway that the Japanese are bad guys and we're the good guys, where from the research I did on the Battle of Midway, that's not really the case, because even the US, we in Pearl Harbor, we lost more than a couple of people in war, even in the Battle of Midway. I'm like, you're just completely taking Pearl Harbor in the Battle of Midway and insulting it to its absolute full degree. Which is the thing that angers me the most about this movie, is that you just completely disrespect the Battle of Midway. You completely disrespect Pearl Harbor again. I don't even know how this movie made. How this movie managed to be #1 at the box office, but yet Stephen King's Dr. Sleep underperforms in his first 2 weekends in theaters. Dr. Sleep deserves more money than this. That movie underperforms for no reason. I'm not hearing it from Midway so far. Midway just gets #1 movie in the world as far as the advertisements I've seen on YouTube. Why? How is Midway getting all the money and Dr. Sleep is not making anything at the box office? Dr. Sleep was a much better movie. How's you allow Roland Emmerich to do this to us? It's a good thing that Charlie's Angels 2019 is not doing good at the box office, because I kind of knew that. The fact that you have to completely sit up here and pull this crap to just go out of your league to just ruin the Battle of I want to see a movie about the Battle of Midway done right. I want to see a movie about Pearl Harbor done right. If you're going to do a historical event on film, you gotta have respect for it. If you ain't got respect for it, you just got style over substance. And you got a historical movie that is not even focusing on the event, but rather Hollywoodizing it. That's what you are. That's what this movie is. It's a bad war movie. And this is coming from somebody who does enjoy his war movies, but not like this. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Midway gets a big, gigantic get out of my face club because I hate this movie for insulting the real life events. Because we lost more than 1,000 soldiers in war. Let me know what you guys think about this down below. Did you like it? Do you hate it? I will see you guys in the next one. You guys keep it cool and join the Epitask.